Oh, honey, let me tell you about the day my grandson Tommy showed up at my door with a look that stopped me cold. It was one of those crisp autumn afternoons in our little town, the kind where the leaves crunch underfoot like nature's own applause. I'm Evelyn, 72 years young, living in this cozy bungalow that's seen more laughter than a comedy club. Tommy's 12 now, all gangly limbs and that mop of brown hair that never stays combed. He's my pride and joy, the one who calls me Graham and sneaks me extra cookies when his mom isn't looking. But that day, as the doorbell rang sharp and insistent, I opened the door to find him standing there, backpack slung low, eyes wide like saucers, and his face pale as fresh milk. No, hi Graham. No hug. Just that look, the kind that says the world's gone sideways for a kid who should be worrying about soccer scores or video games. My heart dropped like a stone in a well. Tommy? Sweetie, what's happened? I pulled him inside, shutting the door on the chilly wind. He shuffled into the kitchen, dropping his bag with a thud that echoed my worry. I busied myself pouring him some apple juice, his favorite, while stealing glances. His hands trembled as he gripped the glass, knuckles white. Graham, he whispered, voice cracking like thin ice, I think someone's following me. My blood ran cold. Following him? My Tommy, with his freckles and goofy grin? I knelt down, level with his eyes, the way I did when he was little and scared of thunderstorms. Tell Graham everything, from the very start. We're in this together. It all began that morning at school, he said. Tommy's in 6th grade, loves science class and drawing comics about superheroes saving the day. But during recess, he noticed a man lingering by the school fence. Tall, wearing a dark coat and a hat pulled low, just watching the kids play. At first, Tommy thought he was a parent, but the man didn't move, didn't wave or call to anyone. He just stared, right at Tommy's group. Then, Tommy continued, his words tumbling out faster. On the bus home, I saw him again. Graham, he was in a car, pacing the bus. Slowing down at stops, like he was keeping up. My poor boy had bolted off at our street, heart pounding, ducking behind bushes the whole way to my house. Why me? Because I'm safe, he said. Because Graham always knows what to do. I hugged him tight, feeling his little chest heave with leftover fear. But inside, my mind was racing like a squirrel up a tree. This wasn't some playground ghost story. What if this stranger had a reason? Tommy's dad, my son, passed years ago, but he left us stories of his adventurous youth, treasure hunts, and old family mysteries. Could this tie back to that? Stay here, I told Tommy, grabbing my phone. First, I called his mom, Sarah, at work. Get home now, I said, keeping my voice steady as a rock. She was there in 20 minutes flat, face ashen when Tommy spilled the tale again. We huddled in the living room, blinds drawn, piecing it together. Sarah suggested police, but Tommy shook his head. They won't believe me. Kids always get told it's their imagination. That's when I remembered the old photo album in the attic, the one with Grandpa's war stories and that faded map he'd drawn as a boy. Grandpa was a tinkerer, always talking about hidden family treasures from his travels. What if this stranger wasn't after Tommy, but after something we had? We climbed up to the attic together, Tommy's fear turning to wide-eyed excitement as dust motes danced in the flashlight beam. There, tucked in a shoebox, was the album. Flipping pages, we found it. A yellowed map marked Evelyn's secret, dated 1952. Grandpa had hidden a time capsule for me, his sweetheart back then, with letters, coins, and a locket. The map led to our backyard oak tree, the big one that stood sentinel for decades. But Graham, Tommy said, what if the man's after this? Dad always said Grandpa found something valuable during the war. A rare coin collection. Sarah's eyes lit up. Pieces clicked. Grandpa had mentioned selling a few coins to fund our home, but rumors swirled about more hidden away. Could this stalker be a collector hunting lost treasure? We didn't dig that night. Instead, we made a plan, family style. Sarah filed a police report discreetly, no drama, just facts. I baked cookies to calm nerves, and Tommy sketched the stranger's face from memory, a perfect comic book villain with a scar and squinty eyes. The next day, we watched from the window. Sure enough, around noon, the dark-coated man appeared at the street corner, pretending to check his phone. Tommy gasped, but I squeezed his hand. "We've got this." Sarah had called old Mr. Jenkins next door, a retired detective with stories taller than pines. He strolled out, casual as pie, and struck up a chat with the stranger. Turns out, the man was no villain. He was a private investigator hired by a history museum. Seems Grandpa had donated coins anonymously decades ago, but one was a rare prototype worth a fortune. The museum traced it to our family through records, and the PI was checking on Tommy because, well, kids talk. Tommy had bragged at school about Graham's secret treasure, and word spread. No danger, just a mix-up. The PI apologized profusely, and we all laughed over coffee in my kitchen. But the real treasure? We dug under the oak that weekend. No gold, but Grandpa's letters. Love notes to me, tales for Tommy's dad, and a note for the grandson yet to come. Family is the true fortune. Protected always. Tommy hugged me, his scared look gone, replaced by that sparkly grin. Graham, you're my superhero. And you know what? That day taught us all something priceless. When trouble knocks, answer with family. Look out for each other, trust your gut, and never underestimate an old oak tree. If this story warmed your heart or made you hug your grandkids tighter, hit that like button, subscribe for more family tales, and share your own stranger danger turned happy story in the comments below. What's the scariest look you've ever seen on a loved one's face? Tell me, I read every one.